And that is the crux of this, is that whether Jesus of Nazareth was resurrected really goes to the absolute essence and heart of Christianity. Because obviously, if he was, then that is a miracle, and then everyone that believes in Christianity and what it all stands for and Jesus and everything would feel validated by the fact, well, how else do you explain it? So from the text of the New Testament, where is the actual hard evidence for you as an historian that actually happened?
I think we do, Pierce, have a historical question. We have an actual character who we can demonstrate that lived, and then we have that same character being demonstrated in multiple independent and cross-reference sources, chief of which we call the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. But just because those are religious texts now doesn't necessarily negate that they are historical texts. These were written sources that come from the time frame. If we want to know about someone from the ancient world or history in general, we go to the earliest sources, preferably eyewitness sources. And I think that's what we have within the Gospels. So we have a character who lived, who died, and then a character who is said by an early community to have been resurrected. And the accounts of that are not just scant. They're not seeing Jesus off from afar as some sort of apparition or something like that. What we have is the case of instances of the early Jesus community saying they walked with him, they talked with him, they ate with him. And this happened over the course of, as Luke in his combination, the Gospel of Luke and Acts, says over the course of 40 days. This wasn't a short event. And so there were as many as Paul says, up to 500 witnesses who took part in this event before his ultimate ascension of the right hand of the Father. And so it's a historical question, Pierce, in the sense that we have to account for what is the best inference to that explanation of this particular thing happening. And I would contend that given the historical data that we can look at, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility to explain this from a historical perspective. And that when we do so, and we look at the testimonies that all intersect on this particular event, we actually, the best explanation to that is that this event actually did take place.